All right, we're just getting the live stream all set up and then we will begin.
Should be streaming.
Mhm.
If it says it on the Zoom, then
Okay,
we've started. Usually.
let me mute this. All right, guys, we are all live good here and present.
Hey, howdy, hey, house guests, and welcome to Big Brother Disney Season 8 Pixar. We are so excited to have you. As I said, I hope you are equally excited to be here. Before we get into everything, we want you to know who we are. There's a lot of us here on Prod, especially this season, so let's run through some introductions. Keaton, you go first.
We weren't told the order, so this was a shock to me.
I just screamed at the screen.
Yep, you sure fucking did. I'm Keaton. I've been prod for several seasons. Also played this before, so I understand what you guys will be going through. It will be a fun time. I'm glad to be here. Hope this will be a damn good season.
He also downplayed himself. He won this game this season.
I don't. Did I? There's no proof.
Michael, you're next.
Okay, I'm going camera. Hello guys, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Michael. I played the wonderful season 7 last season, Tomorrowland, and now I'm on my first season of production here. My first time ever doing somewhat production for an org, so this should be fun. And I want to give you one fact, I guess. My favorite Pixar movie is Finding Nemo. So yeah, good luck to everyone, and we're looking forward to a good season.
Welcome, Michael, to Prod. Yay. Minor, you're next. If Minor's here.
Hi. Yeah, hi. My name is Minor. I've been here from season 1 as Prod. I like reading, and I'm excited for this new season.
Woohoo! John, you're next.
Hello, everyone. I'm John. I was originally in Animal Kingdom, was runner-up to some other person that's sitting here on Fraud with me, and then was also appeared on Second Chances. I wish you all luck. Have fun.
Speak of the damn devil. Julia, you're next.
Hi everyone, I'm driving, but I'm Julia. I was the aforementioned some other person that beat John Farrell unanimously and made him cry. I've been doing production since season 5, and I'm very excited to be doing it again. Can't wait to see what happens.
Jill, you're next.
I was about to say, I guess that's me, huh, besties? My name is Jill. I have played this game so many times. I was runner-up last season, and I was in the minis.
Okay.
And
It wasn't last season, girly. 2 seasons ago.
Oh my
Second
god,
Chances.
sorry. Second Chances. I was in that game. I was runner-up in that game, and I would also like to point out that I am the other person responsible for John Farrell not winning Big Brother Disney.
You go.
Hi, I'm Timmy. I am the winner of season 1, and I live really close to Madison.
Clearly. Hi, I'm Madison. I am one of the founders of Big Brother Disney. This game is my little brainchild, and I am so excited to see what happens this season, and I'm so proud of everything that we've created with this series so far, and I'm so glad that all of you are a part of it now. Welcome to the BB Disney family. I also work at Walt Disney World. I am Toy Story Land attraction, so Pixar hits close to home. Although Toy Story is not my favorite Pixar movie, it's Cars. Ka-chow.
Now that you've met all of us, we are going to show you guys where those action shots you guys went into and show you guys the intro video for the season. So let me pull that up real quick. Share sound by close Skype so they can't see anything. Okay, not the live stream. Let's watch this. If it loads.
There we go.
Once more. Oh, it is quite muted. Yay, technical
We
difficulties.
love that.
We'll get back to her later, but for now,
Anyway, moving on.
moving on, we will come back to her, but we are going to get into our night one PowerPoints, kind of go over some of the things that come along with playing Big Brother Disney, and we are going to hand that over to Madison. Again, we're going to share screens. I wonder if it's because that was open. Let me. If that doesn't work, I'll switch.
Yeah,
over.
if this works this time, I will get gold. Nope.
No, okay.
Okay.
This is a later
We'll
problem.
come back. The intro is super cute when you see it though. All right. Again, hey, howdy, hey, and welcome to season 8. There we go. Okay, so this is your agenda for the night. Welcome to Pixar. We're going to go over traditions, which is what Disney calls their like basic guidelines for the company. We use it for the basic guidelines for the season. And then we'll go over voting lists, we'll go over the twist, and then the group picking will make sense later. So welcome to traditions. This is a staple part of Big Brother Disney. It's just kind of our housekeeping rules. So first things first, participate in this game like you would in normal Big Brother. Obviously, this is an online format, so things can get a little bit wonky. I know a lot of you have either played games in the past, maybe on different platforms, different formats, things like that. So just to keep it baseline, basic rules of the game, no screenshots, no spy shacking people, so like calling one person and then having another person on a call so that they can listen, like things like that. If it wouldn't fly in normal Big Brother, notes on the wall around you, around your computer, things like that. Like if it wouldn't fly in Big Brother, it doesn't fly here. There are some things that are just have to be honor system, because obviously we won't always know what's going on, but the point of making this game fun and making it fair for everyone is that there's just no ways of sneaking around like that. If you want to tell a lie, go off, but don't quote the message. Don't forward the message to another chat so that there's no proof that that person really didn't say it. It keeps the game more interesting. You wouldn't want somebody to do it to you, so don't do it to somebody else. Your prod chat, you are allowed to have 2 prod chat guests in your prod chat. They are just there to hype you up. They're there to be your cheerleaders for the season. They can't give you like external viewer lounge information or anything like that. They're not supposed to influence the game. They're just there to hype you up and support you. It's a friendly face amongst the chaos. But again, you are only allowed up to 2, and they can't be in multiple people's chats. So all that we ask is that you just ask us real quick, like, hey, can this person be in my chat, just so that we can confirm that they're not in anybody else's, and then we'll give you the go ahead, and either we'll add them for you if we know them, or you can add them once we give you the all clear. Do you have something to say?
In the event that you don't have specifically people, like I know a lot of people don't come from the Skype universe and you've made this Skype for this event. If you don't have people on Skype you want, you can ask us and we will reach out to our viewers lounge, which has near 100 people. We'll be like, hey, does anybody want to be a supporter / mentor for, let's say, I'm just looking at the first person on my screen, Lauren. So if Lauren's like, I don't know anyone, can you please ask the VL if anybody wants to come in here, cheer me on, give me advice? We will reach out to the VL and be like, hey, does anybody want to be Lauren's prod guest? And then we will reach back to you and say, hey, Madison said she wants to be Lauren's prod guest. Lauren, is that someone you'd like in here? And she can say yes or no.
Yeah. And you would be surprised how many fans, I'm sure literally all of you have already, just from seeing your intro videos. So even if you think people won't be interested, our viewers love to get that inside scoop from your prod chat. So whether you think it'll be interesting or not, we all have fun with it. Confessionals or diary rooms, or whatever you want to call them, they are not required for this game. We are not going to ask you to take extra time out of your life to talk about the game if you don't have something to talk about. However, as things are happening in the game, if there's something interesting, if you just had a really good conversation that we didn't get to see because it was in a one-on-one chat, we'll get to that later, let us know. Talk about it in your prod chat. You can just type directly into your host chat. That is your one-on-one communication with us. It will never be seen by anybody except the people in that chat. So you are free to talk shit. You are free to talk whatever you want about the game. It is fair, like fair game. We can do live confessionals, meaning a member of production will hop on a call with you and ask you questions and kind of have that like more conversational style DR, or you can just send us a video, or like I said, you can put it in the chat, whatever works for you. And it may change throughout the season. A lot of times we start getting more live confessionals and stuff like later in the game, and that's okay. A lot of times you don't have a ton to talk about yet. But we do want to know what's happening in your game. So if things that are important are going on, let us know, because we want all the tea. That's why we host this. And then, as I was saying about chats, so one-on-ones, I know in a lot of other games, lots of other series, it depends on the format, Prod has to be in all the one-on-one chats. Nah, we don't want to be in over 100 chats with each variation of 2 people in this game. We love you guys, but like we don't care about every single good morning that you're going to send all game. However, we do care about your gameplay. So if you have a one-on-one chat that is getting intense, you're like, this is a really good person, or like, this is really interesting gameplay, we're making a lot of decisions, like power is happening in this chat or because of this chat, add us to it. That's not us saying we're not interested, but we are not required to be in any chats under 3 people. That being said, if a duo becomes a trio, that trio becomes an alliance, whatever the case may be, Prod has to be added. I know there's a lot of us. I think most of us have Disney Prod in our Skype names now, so it might be easier to just be like Disney in your like participant search and add us all that way, or you can just add one of us and we'll make sure that the rest of Prod is in the chat, because I know it can be kind of a hassle to add 8 extra people every time you want to make an alliance chat. So as long as one member of Prod is in there, that's fine. What else? Scheduling things. This is a super chill game, but we try to keep it super flexible. We recognize that like we all have lives outside of hosting this, and you all have lives outside of playing this. The game is never going to come first, and it never should come first. If you have real life things going on, please just like communicate that to us. Let us know what's going on, so that one, we can try to work the game around that as much as we can, and also so that we are aware of what's going on in case we can't make the game work around it. We will always send polls for live events and stuff like that. And it's very important that you choose what you can be there for, not what you want to be there for, because especially early game, when there's 16 people, it's really hard to find a time that works for everybody when everyone's in different time zones and stuff. So in order for the most people to be able to compete in everything and be present for the game, especially early on, it's really important that you answer that with what you need and not what you want. What else?
One thing that's also very important, if there's ever something going on, because we aren't in all the one-on-one chats, we're not going to be able to see everything that happens. If you are feeling uncomfortable by something, if you need to talk about something, if you are like, hey, this person said something to me and it made me feel uncomfortable, please let us know
Immediately.
and give us as much context as possible. I can't say Madison called me a slur and like have nothing to go off of. Like there needs to be some sort of like, you need to tell me what was going on.
Right.
So because we want to make sure that this game is as comfortable for you as possible. We care about your safety and well-being. That is our top priority. We would rather kick someone out of the game than have 3 people who feel uncomfortable because you're like something like it's just making you feel uncomfortable. While we did do a really good job interviewing and casting you guys, sometimes things happen and the wrong side of people comes out, and we want to make sure that we are always putting our players first. So please always just have like, let us know, because we can't help you if you don't help us help you.
And that is kind of just the general theme of BB Disney, is that we will do everything that we can for you guys, as long as you do what you can to let us know what's going on, because we can only control what we know about. So as long as you guys are communicating with us, we're going to be consistently communicating with you, and then everyone will be happy and we'll have a fantastic freaking season that I'm so excited about.
All right.
Now, the lists. So by the end of the HOH competition, that we will ask that you send in a trust list for the game. This is out of all 16 people in the cast. It can be edited at any time and should reflect how you would vote at a given time. So for example, if Madison, Minor, Timmy, Jill, Michael, Julia, John, and Keaton are left in the game alongside of you, you will send a list of who you trust most to who you trust least. Timmy, this is rotted that I'm at the bottom of this list.
Girl, it's pretty accurate.
The T. So if we were using this list with Michael at the top, Julia on the bottom, this person would least likely vote out Michael and most likely vote out Julia. This is just so if you cannot be present for an event, if something's going on and you don't have your phone and you can't vote that night, we will base your vote or your decision for vetoes, things like that, off of your voting list. This is especially important for like live events, live nights, stuff like that, that if you can't be there, like we don't want your game to be messed up by the fact that you weren't there any more than it may. So we will just have your voting list to go off of so that the game isn't impacted by any absences and stuff, so that you can feel good to go live your life and not have to worry about the game if need be.
On to the next thing we're going to get into. Now that we've gotten through all the traditions and rules and stuff, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of season 8, which is our twist. This season, our twist is code 2319. Every week, everyone plays in the HOH competition, which includes the outgoing head of household, but not everyone is playing for head of household. Starting in week 2, there will be 2 groups competing each week. The groups will be picked schoolyard style. So for example, if me and Madison are the captains, and let's say I pick Michael and she picks John, the next person to pick will be Michael. Michael will be picking the next person for my group. For Madison's group, John will be picking the next person. It'll go like that. And it'll make more sense once we get into the season and are actually doing it. We'll obviously be there and walking through it with you. The group that will be playing for the HOH will be determined by the surviving nominee from the round before. So if I was on the block the round before and I was against Madison and I stayed and she got evicted, then I am going to be picking the side that is going to be competing for head of household. The second group will be playing for the code 2319 shop, where they will get to pick a power from the shop. That group is going to be picked by the outgoing head of household. All powers that are in the shop will just have a name. You will not know what the power is until you take it from the shop. Each one comes with specific instructions and expiration dates for the powers. In some competitions, everybody will be playing together and the top scoring performer in each group will win. Other weeks, the competition will be run in 2 heats with group 1 playing and group 2 playing. As for week 1, we will have a different determination, not based on groups for who goes to the code 2319 shop. We will get into that with the first HOH competition. But as for the twist, as for the traditions, as for anything aforementioned in the first couple slides, does anyone have any questions here? Let me know. You can also ask questions in your prod chat later tonight. But for right now, does anyone have any questions on what the information you've gotten from all the slides so far, including the twist? I don't see anyone reaching.
A whole lot of crickets.
But I don't see anyone reaching for the mute button. Again, please ask in your prod chats later. If there's anything we didn't completely clarify on and you ask in your prod chat, we will clarify to everyone else later. But for now, let's get into the next part of the night. All right, at this time, we are going to give the cast 10 minutes. We are going to open up 2 breakout rooms, and you guys must separate yourself because there are only 12 of you here, I believe. Is that correct?
I thought we were missing 4. Yeah.
So I believe there are 12
I
of you.
think
You guys are
12.
going to split. There's 12. You guys are splitting yourselves up into 2 groups of 6. The other 4 will be randomized amongst the 2 groups. So for now, we are going to open up those breakout rooms. You guys will have 10 minutes. You can jump around the breakout rooms. You guys just need to separate yourselves into 2 groups. With that being said, let me open up those breakout rooms. And you guys are good to go.
Have fun.
Y'all don't stay here, guys. You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Us. Wow, y'all sure are staying in the main room when y'all really should be going to a breakout room. Okay, we are supposed to be in Andy's backyard. Julia not listening to instructions. Foolishness. Okay, good. She went to the right one. I mean, foolishness. Foolishness. Pure foolishness. Go to the right one. Pure foolishness. All right. For that, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are going to stop the live and we'll be back with you guys when there's more game content.